So more excitingly, we've just looked at the figures for January to January, the increase in sales of the online store are up 3,002%. No words, really. StoreLab has changed my life in a matter of months, and it sounds a bit far-fetched, but it's totally not. Campbell said to me, can you afford to invest a certain amount of money? And it wasn't a lot, it wasn't thousands of pounds or anything like that, but it was still money that I didn't know whether I would see a return in. And I thought, there was something about him that I thought, it's worth a go. And so I did. And what happened since then is everything that StoreLab said they were going to do, they've done. Everything they said they'd deliver, they delivered. And so my business has gone from being something that was a part-time hobby to me working 14, 15 hours a day at the moment, and thinking about at what point do I take on staff. And it's happened so quickly, and it's been unbelievable, really. I still can't believe how much difference it's made in just a few months. Well, I didn't initially choose an app. What actually happened was, when you sit and you think, oh, what can I add to my Shopify shop? What can I have? There was this thing that came up that said StoreLab, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. Let me have a look. And I was just being nosy, really. But for some reason, and I can't even tell you why, I clicked on that I was interested, that I would show an interest, because I thought maybe one day in the future I could afford it. And if I knew what I was aspiring to and knew what I was aiming to work towards, then it might be something I could have later on. And so that's what I did. I clicked on the, I'm interested. And next thing, I was having a meeting with Campbell that I really thought it would be a 15-minute thing where he'd tell me it was so expensive and that there's no way I could have it. And I thought I was wasting my time, really, but I wasn't. When I first spoke to Campbell at StoreLab, StoreLab was also in its very early days, and what came across to me was just how enthusiastic he was for his brand, for what he was developing, and he had the same enthusiasm for his business that I did for mine. And I could feel it, you could sense it, that he actually really cared about everything he was doing, that he cared about the customer, he didn't try to do the hard sell or anything like that. He just told me what he was doing and what he wanted to do. And I was just totally bowled over. I was so impressed with it because that passion came across. The app for me has taken my company from being something where, I've just got some stuff up for sale, for it to be sort of organized now, like you see on other, more professional websites. So what we did was we had a Black Friday sale. I've never really done that before. I might have put a few items into a sale somewhere, but not like that. This was, competing with other companies right at the top of the line. It was really, really good for me. So we did that. We did a Boxing Day sale. StoreLab organised the notifications that go out to the customers, so the customers know that we're having a sale at that point. We're not annoying anybody because people have to sign up to the app, and they agree to get those notifications. So, that was important for me because, I didn't want people to be bombarded, with emails like we used to do sort of in the past. This was them opting into me and agreeing to get the app on their phone. So that's been really good. So we've been able to send them discount vouchers, through the app, through the notification. We've had specialist sales just on the app. So it's streamlined it and made the whole thing far more professional. It's been the best investment that I've done so far. It felt like such a big risk for me. Other people might look at that and think, blimey, it's not that much money. But it really was. It was a lot of money as far as I was concerned, to take that risk. But it's paid off. And, when I think about what I pay out for now every month, that is the top tick. That one stays because I couldn't manage without it now. So the increase in sales has been phenomenal. I can't even explain how exciting it is. So year on year sales, we're up 1,307%. Whoa, who'd have thought? The other thing that I've noticed is that, you know, we've had more and more sales to the website, which is great. But when people buy off the app, the amount of items that they buy is generally higher than what they buy from the website directly, and you know that's also made a great difference. So my number of orders per day has risen, but that it's not just that you're getting more orders. The number of items within those orders has also gone up. So that's made a massive difference too. On top of that, what we've seen is that if we look at the order value, it's a 48% increase year on year. And if that keeps growing, what am I going to do? It's just going to be like, I'm going to need to take people on, aren't I? It's just such a positive thing. The year on year retention rate from my customers is 100% increase, which is, again, just fantastic. Experience with StoreLab has been nothing but positive. If I sit and think for a minute, is there anything I could tell you that I wasn't happy with? Well, I can't think of anything. Honestly can't think of anything. Communication's fantastic. The feedback is brilliant. The relationship is exactly as you would want it. They're extremely professional, and despite the fact that I thought I couldn't afford it, when I first went with them, now I realise that I can't afford not to have it, and I think that's the key for me. I would recommend StoreLab to anyone, to be honest. Anybody who wants to grow their business and wants to try and develop a brand. I don't see how you can manage without it, to be honest. And the idea that you have someone that works with you and it's a personal experience. It's not, you're not just a client who they don't even know. They actually bother to get to know you. So, if that's what you want, then StoreLab is definitely for you.